Hello and welcome to the channel. We're going to go over making pivot tables. I've got a real simple spreadsheet here showing sales by region, month, and location. Let's say we want to view the data in a more understandable way. We can do that with a pivot table. To create a pivot table, in the top ribbon you go to the Insert tab, and all the way on the left there's an option to create a pivot table. And when you click on that, it'll usually select the whole table as long as you had a cell selected in that table. So that's what goes up here near the top. And then below that, you can either put it in the same worksheet or a new worksheet. We're going to select new worksheet. And so once this is created, you've got this blank pivot table thing over here to the left. And on the right, you've got your pivot table fields. It's going to show each column in that region you selected when you created the pivot table. And then a quadrant right below it showing filters, rows, values, and columns. And so we'll just start dropping some of these columns into here. And honestly, every pivot table I've ever made, I just kind of move these fields around. And it's kind of fun to do. You can just experiment around with it and see how you can view the data. So here we'll put regions as the filter, the store as the rows, the month as the columns, and the sum of the sales in the bottom right. And we can see here that it shows each row as a different store, and it's making a sum of the sales for each month. And it looks like January was a kind of an underwhelming month. February and March looked a lot better. But if we want to view this a little differently, we can switch the columns and the rows. And now it's showing a sum for each store. And it looks like the store in Festus had a really bad January. And so that would account for the low sales volume in January. And you can pretty much do this with any table you've got. Once again, at the top ribbon, you go to the Insert tab, and all the way on the left, you'll have the Pivot Table option. And I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below.